What's good, my man? Can you hear me? I want that background. What? I don't like this. I don't like my background. My computer is doing something funky. I don't like it. There we go. Rally, rally, you there?
Welcome back to another edition of High School Hoops Talk. It's your boy E Tally with,
This is Mad Dog 2020, super supporter of that phenomenal show, Super Sports Media.
and Talking Heads.
We are the talking heads.
What's
That
going on, my guy?
man, the highway, man, getting back into town, then had to go across town to get the kids.
Yeah,
Got
yeah.
a few days, and so sorry, folks, but the kiddos come first, and the highway got me held up. Sorry about that.
Don't worry about that, man. Again, that's why just like this list, this is fluid.
You think so?
Fluid. Oh, I know so. I know so, man. Hey, man, again, this upcoming weeks of, even though it's the New Year's, we're going to have some moving, some furniture moving. We're going to see some honorable mentions popping in that list, I believe. That's what
Hey,
I believe.
definitely gonna be furniture moving this week.
Yes, 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 yes,
I have
yes.
no choice but to be. We've been waiting on this all year. All
Well,
year.
The district that I cover, District 29, starts Friday. Thank you for reminding me of that. Starts Friday. And we're going to have some live games. And of course, we all know the game of the week. The game of the week, man. The game of the week for us, Super Sports Media. It's going to be the Steel Knights versus the Clemens Buffaloes. Barn burner, my man. Barn burner. First district game for both teams. And if I'm correct, they're going to be playing in Steel Knights' home, if I'm correct. But either way, it doesn't matter because I'm going. I'm going. I'm gonna be there. I'm in the building. I'm in the building on that day. You best believe. 2 January. Yep, like I said, Steel Knights. Home game for the Knights. First game for district play. Road to the Alamo Dome is what we are here for. And I'm hoping this is the year that a team, not just from District 29, from any district, any classification, makes it to the Alamo Dome this year. Because last year, just making it to the what's it called is hard. Just making it to the y'all scored again? Give an update. Give an update. Go
No,
ahead. Interrupt.
we trying to hold them off.
Okay. Because last year, we had what I think 4 teams. We had Brennan, we had Harlan,
Heights,
we had Alamo Heights, and we had Cole.
Cole.
We had 4 teams from San Antonio and the greater area representing, and all of them made it to the state championship game. No, excuse me, the state tournament. Excuse me, well, it's called the state tournament Final Four, and then so
Final Four used to get you in the dome.
it used to get you in the dome,
But
but
now the way
now
that
due
they
to
break
all the
now
yes,
yeah.
yes. So we hope it. You know what? I don't know why. I just got this feeling. I think I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna make a hot take. Brennan's definitely making it to the state tournament this year, and they're gonna go to the actual state game. They're playing someone in Dallas this year. I'm calling it.
Okay.
I'm calling it.
I'm not,
Um,
I'm not jinxing the universe with it, so I'm gonna just go with your
well,
first thought and hoping
let's
that you get to support
listen.
San Antonio when
That's
the
just
time
it.
comes.
Well, I jinxed the universe 3 years ago because I was thinking 3 years ago the year that Stony Point got him, I think was their year again. The funny, the not funny, but the ironic part about that game was the guy who shot that shot just missed the basket prior to. Isn't that funny? Isn't that crazy how the basketball universe works?
Not really. Big time players don't care about the shot before. Reggie Miller taught me, hey man, I'm making the next one.
I'm just saying, man. Well, hey, that's why they're saying shoot or shoot, man. Shoot or shoot, dog.
Man.
Shoot or
Can't
shoot.
can't worry about that shot before.
Exactly.
I learned that later on in my basketball career.
Shoot or shoot. So yeah.
Yeah, if it's a good shot, it's a good shot. It's just what it is.
Yeah, man. That again, hey man, I'm not it's called confidence. That's one thing I try to make sure I try to teach our guys is hey man, just be confident. Just hey, I'm that coach. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm that coach, man. I'll let you jack up all the bad shots. If I let you take them in practice, I'm letting you take them bad shots. I'm that coach. Yeah, I'm that coach that messed up the game. You go look at me. Oh, yep. Because listen, I got a small window, dog. My window is this big. I only got 6 hours the most a week with these kids. Hey man, if I'm that team trying to put kids out there and shooting the ball, you best believe they're taking bad shots with me. So, hey, I'm just saying. That's those 24s. I let them jack up shots, man. I remember my boy, I think it was Caleb. Caleb came off the bench for me. Joker came in the game. His first shot was always a 3. I didn't care because it was confidence. I needed him to be confident, man. Shoot it. And hey, look, we knew it. We knew it. The first play, as soon as he comes in, he's shooting.
Hey, look, my 26s, man.
Mm-hmm.
It was so funny. Like when they were eighth graders, when they were
Yeah.
freshmen, I remember I used to tell them you know, turn down a bad shot, turn down a good shot to get a great and phenomenal shot. I just wanted us taking the right shot, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that says eighth graders and ninth graders, right? But
Mm-hmm.
with sophomores and juniors, especially this last year, I'm like, hey man, I know I used to tell y'all about taking the right shot, but damn, can we make a couple of shots? Like, can't
Hey,
win. Can't
listen.
win. You can't win if you don't make up. Like, listen, I used to give them 4 points, right?
Mm-hmm.
Get a couple of stops, box out, take care of the ball, make a couple of shots, and then my bonus one, have
Mm-hmm.
fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
If we could achieve at least 60% of that five, we still a good chance in the game. But man, if you ain't boxing out, you ain't making shots, you ain't doing them two, you damn sure not having fun. And so now you below the threshold. A game is gonna be long game.
Hey, it's only one game that we were never in. It's only one.
OWE.
Hey, come on, man. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's the only game we listen. We had out of every game I coached, that was the one time in my life.
Look,
They EYBL, by the way, now.
that was the first game you gave me my flowers. We was in Dallas, and you was like, "How did you just play them to that?" And I said, "I don't know." I said, "But I try to do opposite. Try to make them do what we do, like get them the hell away from there." And then when you told me who they were, because I didn't know at that time,
Yeah.
and you told me who they were, and I was like,
Mhm.
"Damn,
Best team in Louisiana, man. Best
uh,
team in Louisiana. We play, and listen, that was the first team, 16, 17U, first team that I've ever seen that just did everything right.
hey
They
man, this damn game ain't nobody playing defense."
Well, that's hey, look, that's the one time we didn't play any
No,
defense.
I'm
That's the
talking
one
about
game we didn't play any
this
defense.
damn 49ers and
I know,
Bears
man. I
game,
know. I
man.
know. I'm being funny. It just started the
Damn.
fourth quarter. Y'all were up 7 just now.
I mean, we started the damn game with a pick six, like literally the
Yeah.
first play.
You started down. Yeah. Well, look, man. Let's jump in this
Hey,
list.
but at
So,
least in 3 weeks, we'll still be playing. I can't say that for some folks.
hey,
Anyhow,
man. Hold on. Let me get a disclaimer out there real quick to all the NFL fans, and we about to roll. We're still finishing off NFL, and we about to roll into the NBA hard. Disclaimer: if your team didn't make the playoffs, if your team can't win over 9 games, let's say you can't win 10 games, and when you make the playoffs, you get bounced the first game. Hey man, don't talk about Eagles. You're not allowed to mention the Eagles, the 49ers. Who else in our division is really, really good? It's been really, really kicking butt in our on the NFC East side. The Rams, you can't mention about the Rams. I
Seahawks,
I No, no.
Seahawks,
Well, they're
Seahawks
kind of
there.
new. They're still kind of new, but you can't say anything about Tampa Bay either. No, I'm just saying. I mentioned. I just mentioned. Yeah, I just mentioned like the
Man, it's
last
terrible.
four. Who? Who? No, no. Hold on. See, you acting like the fans.
No,
They're
I'm acting
terrible
like
right now, but last year they were really good. They were really good last year. Yeah, Tampa Bay was good last year. The year before, Tampa Bay was good.
so. Here's what I'm gonna say because the 49ers have had a roller coaster. It doesn't matter what you did the year before, and it doesn't matter what you did 10 years. Right here, right now, in this season,
No,
if
no,
your
no,
team
not
isn't
gonna do
playing in
that.
3 weeks, shut up.
I'm not gonna do that. And the only reason why I'm not gonna do that, your record from the year before, or your record from the year before, dictates your record the next year. So if you
Not
have a
true.
really, really
Not
tough
true.
record, like we had a tough
He just
season.
Kansas City just played in the Super Bowl and ain't even in the playoffs. You can't do that.
But I'm not gonna diss them. I ain't gonna talk trash about their
I'm not gonna
organization.
diss them, but you didn't hear what I
Exactly.
said. I said just be quiet. Like if your team is not playing, we shouldn't hear anything from any of y'all.
Well, I'm not gonna lie.
If we if we lose if we lose
The
in three
Chiefs,
weeks,
the
if
Chiefs
we
can talk. The Chiefs, the only team I'm gonna give that bye to. Like,
but you know what? Their fans don't do that.
no, well, hold on. A lot of fans don't do that, Michael. That's the thing that bothers me the most. I'm not gonna call no fans out. I can go get my hat to represent who they look like. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be Eagles on front of, but I can get the cowboy hat to match to show who they look like. But again, it's only one fan base out there that does that. It's obnoxious like that. It's only one. It's only one fan base. But I'm not talking to them. I'm still talking to all the ones who didn't make the
I was,
playoffs this
I
year.
was talking all in general. If your team is not you're gonna make the playoffs. It don't matter if a team get bumped first round, second round, your team to make the playoffs. You should not have any NFL posts other than let's get ready for next year. That should be your
Or go ahead and cheer for the team
or cheer
in
for
your
your
division.
conference.
In your
Cheer for your
division. Yeah,
conference.
conference. Yeah, exactly. That's what my post was to. To all the Cowboy fans, all the Giants, and all the Commander fans. Just hey man, just go ahead, go ahead in the closet, pull your Eagles gear out because you got at least you got something that says Eagles on it. You got one thing, and just go ahead and just represent. Let's represent anyway. Let's go ahead and get on this list, man. It should be a short show, other than us just ranting about nothing, like we just did there just now. That's why I was talking heads. But go ahead, man. Who we get? Let's go backwards this time. Let's go backwards. Who we got at 15?
15. You know, Central Catholic. You know, they're holding their ground. Uh, and they're staying true. Now, the thing about Central Catholic, right? They have a hell of a week on their hands. They got Madison, and then they got O'Connor,
On
which
Saturday.
which is number 14. And so, depending on what Central Catholic does with these two games, there might be some furniture moving. They've been looking good, looking strong. They got their point guard back. Jaden Garcia healthy. He had the flu. He's out sick, And so this is it's a big week for them before they get into their district play. And so we're gonna see what happens, when they kick this new year off, man. We're gonna see what they're gonna do.
Well, here's why I like it.
Talk to me.
The previous games they played, now they played, I think, one or two. They played some 5As. They looked really, really good.
Yeah.
They're tapped 6A. Okay.
Yeah.
So now we want to see how strong, because, again, it's always a knock on taps. It's always a knock on taps. I know they're not playing the most powerful teams in the 6A, but still, they're playing 6A talent. Let's see how they do with this 6A talent they're playing, because again, they're playing Madison. Madison, again, say what you want to say, they're a playoff team. They made the playoffs last year.
And they're well coached, then that matters. Coach Martinez with that group of kiddos that he's got is doing a phenomenal job, man. And the run that they made at the end of last year to get into the playoffs, they're riding on that, and Madison is young. So just like we talked about with San Antonio Vets, that group of his, we're gonna be talking about them in 2 years. He's got a bunch of 28s on that on his group right now. We're gonna be talking about that group. Remember, I told you.
And Madison got 3 2027s. Josiah Fitta Brown, Darian Howard, and Bryce DeLeon. So those 3 made our watch list. So those 3 guys will be something to.
They got some 28s that are coming up the rafters
to look out for.
I mean, their main guys are 28.
Yes.
Brendan Pryor. He was the phenom, the freshman phenom from last year. Excuse me, the true freshman phenom from last year.
Yes.
So the Madison, it's gonna be something.
Yes.
Which takes us to number 14, O'Connor Panthers. They got a hell of a week. It is what it is. I hope that they can at least just muster up and compete and don't roll over and play dead against Brennan, right? And then they got to take care of Central Catholic on Saturday. I got one name. No, I'm sorry.
I got 3. I
do my guy wrong because we always talk about, another, but we know what Hagen Hurst is bringing to the table.
I got 3.
That's a 20-point double-double right there. We know what Hagen's bringing to the table. His counterpart, his 6'9" counterpart, has got to show up. You're here at district. Ethan Belayu has got to show up. Daniel Ikwechu has been a godsend for Coach Griffin, right? His point guard, Jay. And then somebody's got to step up and be a shooter. And I think Mr. Ryan DeLeon, is getting ready to step into that void. Somebody's got to step into that to that light and be a shooter. You have to have a shooter with the amount of trick zones, presses, You have two bigs that are looking to kick the ball out. Somebody's got to be able to knock that shot down. And I don't know who it's going to be, but we'll see soon enough. We'll see soon enough.
Well, and one young man you left out coming off the bench, or no, excuse me, he played a lot of good minutes.
Game shifter.
Yes,
You talking
yes,
about Mr. Balboa.
Evans.
Mr.
Yes, Evans. But hold
Balboa.
on, not the big brother.
No, little
No
brother.
disrespect to the big brother. We
All
talking
right.
about the little brother. And unfortunately, that's how sports always works, man. That younger brother just always usually is always a terror, man. That guy, that young man. Listen, every time I watch him play, I cannot remember him ever losing the basketball. No, I'm serious. I'm serious. He knows when to make the right
If he
pass.
does, he gonna get it back.
He definitely gonna get it back because he ain't losing the basketball, man. That dude just doesn't lose the basketball. So I'm not gonna fib to you. Coach, I'm sure Coach Griffin sees that and is like, hey man, that young man don't turn the ball over. So shout out to those three that you mentioned as far as the 2027s made the list. Definitely wanted to make sure we get those again. Flowers to those young men. And hey, the 26th, we ain't forget about you guys either. But I'm just saying, we want to start putting some lights on everybody. But to me, this is the way we're gonna do it. So yeah,
What
Evan.
I hope in seeing O'Connor play,
Mm-hmm.
and this is nothing against any of their guards, nothing against Marcus, nothing against Evan, nothing against Jaden Ibada, nothing against any of those guys. When they realize inside out is the key to their success, that's all I got.
Okay.
Be a good
Well,
week. Be a good week for the
hey, number 13, Alamo Heights. Heights.
They dropped a tough one to the Dragon Slayer of that district, them Bernie Greyhounds. And they dropped it at the Mule Dome at that.
Yeah,
And
no.
so one thing we know
That was
about
tough
Coach
right there. I don't like that.
one thing we know about Coach Brewer,
I understand it.
he knows what he's got in that district. He's gonna be on film. They're gonna be prepared. You know, they got the Hayes tourney this coming week, and then they got a big game Friday. Piper.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a big showdown game right there because that can cause furniture moving because right now there's 5 schools that it can be any given Tuesday, Friday for that district. So
Right.
we'll see how Coach Brewer and his mules bounce back this week.
And then, 227s on that group. You got Jack Brewer, just all around basketball player right there. That's just an all around basketball player right there.
Very impressed with Jack, man.
I,
Like he rebounds very well.
hey,
He
score from all
rebounds
three
very,
levels too.
oh yeah, that. But I'm
Well,
but I know,
again, see, I say that on purpose because I love the
I know
flashy. You love the grit, so that's why I purposely I'm playing off you right now.
because a college
You mentioned that, I
because
throw that in.
a college coach in the building,
Yeah,
they know he can shoot. What else is he bringing to the table when your guard is getting 6 to 8 rebounds? And
yeah,
I mean in the trenches getting
yeah,
rebounds.
yeah.
That's
Well,
value.
hold on. They have to. They have to. And the reason why no, not just because of the coach. They have to because they don't have size this year.
That's why I chuckle because Alex Ellie
Yeah.
beat down it. Yeah.
Alex Ellie be working so hard, man. I really call him the Charles Barkley / Dennis Rodman, man. He tries his best because his numbers, if points wise, he's not giving us. He cannot play productively with the way he has to play. He just can't score the ball as much as he wanted to. He wanted to. We're probably looking forward to score
Then let's give
because
him Lane Beer.
hmm?
Let's give him Lane Beer then.
Okay. I still like Barkley because he's undersized. Barkley was only what six,
Six
six,
four.
six, six, something like that, 6'5", and just
6'4".
just getting all the rebounds, and that's what that young man tries to do. So I get it, and I know having some snipers on the wing, it's just like, hey man, you're not gonna get a lot of rebounds when they're making shots.
Right.
So it's like just doing all the dirty work that he does, and he'll take charges. And he'll just play. He just plays hard. He runs the floor so well. Oh man, he
Coach
runs
Brewer
the
don't
floor
have it
so
any other
well.
way, man. Have you seen the shoes that Coach Brewer wears going up and down them sidelines? He won't have it no other way, man.
And then you got number 2, 2027. We got Harrison Taylor, and I mentioned that young man a lot that last tour. I went to watch him play. Hey man, So
I'm
again,
surprised when they played Clemens because you didn't know who that was.
yeah, again, no, well, no,
And
hold on. I saw him, but he wasn't as productive as he was until he played Clemens, which I thought the Clemens game just was getting a little too big, but at the same time, he stepped up. They needed that though too, because I promise you, if they would have got that production out of him when they played Central Catholic, they beat Central Catholic 10 times. They beat him 10 times every time.
who's number 12?
Number 12,
That same district.
we got Piper.
Some moving this week. They got the Lone Star tourney, and
Got
then
Piper.
they got Heights on Friday. So some furniture's moving. And the thing that sucks about district play is nights like Friday. When we've got Steele and Clemens going at it, we've got Piper and Heights going at it. You know what I'm saying? Like these are games that we want to be at, but just can't. But that's going to be a war zone because that game is so important and pivotal to seeding. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
a damn Wild Wild West district added again, added
Again,
already.
that's why it's called that, man. Because I'm telling you, they started district play early because they got nine teams in that district, so
It's
they
like
had to start early.
right.
So with it starting so early, and the bad part is you don't want to have these kind of games over the holidays, man. You want to enjoy. Listen, you're a coach there. You want to sit there, enjoy eating whatever holiday food you want to eat. You want
Like
to enjoy that. But right now, man,
that's
you
how you
can't
start
have
off the New
anything that give
Year.
you heartburn.
Somebody
That can
start off their
come.
New Year. Somebody start off their New Year pissed.
Exactly. Well, no, somebody start Christmas off. What you mean? They started before Christmas.
Yeah, but I'm talking about Heights and Piper got to play on Friday. Somebody start off the New Year mad,
I'm saying I don't want to go into Christmas mad.
and then there's that part.
But real quick, two
Who
shot,
was
two
on?
two young men, two
Oh, that's
young men
right.
on Piper's team. Tristan Orta and Liam Schaefer. Shout out to those two guys. They made the list. They're on the watch list. That we're make sure we're gonna be watching their production and talking to coach and making sure they're doing all the things they're supposed to do. So shout out to those two young men. And who we got at number 12? We got number 12. No, we got
11.
11. 11. Go ahead.
That same damn zone, New
Same
Braunfels.
district.
They got a hell of a week. They got East Central. On
We will be at that game too, by the way.
East Central on Monday. They got East
Yeah.
Central tomorrow.
No. I think it's Tuesday. I think you had it right. It's Tuesday.
What's today? I lose
They Sunday. They Sunday.
no, the date. What's today's date? I lose track.
28. 28.
My bad. They got East Central Tuesday,
Mm-hmm.
and then they got Samuel Champion on Friday.
And if I'm correct, Samuel Champion's trying to bounce back because right now in the district, I think they're 1-2. If I'm correct.
I'm 1-2. Their only win is against Bernie. They knocked off like Bernie. They knocked off Bernie. That crosstown damn rivalry.
And I think they're from what word on the street is, they're a little upset.
I mean, if you look at that zone,
Yeah.
and you're sitting at number 6 at 1-2, and you looking at everybody else at 3-1, I'd be pissed too.
Remember, I told you going into Christmas. That's what exactly I was talking about. Going into Christmas, saying, "Come on, man, come on, dog."
You look up and you see Bernie knock off vets. I mean, Bernie knock off the mules at the Mule Dome.
Yes.
After we just beat them, hey, mad as
Yes.
hell.
Yes. Now here go the good part. Here we go, the juicy part. The juicy part. Number 10.
Hold on. Watch list. New
Oh,
Braunfels.
watch it. My bad.
Got you.
Off of New Braunfels. I appreciate you. We got old Luke Lightton. Hey, listen, Luke's been killing it.
Oh, hold on. Hey, I got a name for him.
Go ahead. What is it?
Lights out Luke.
Oh, okay. Triple L.
Lights out Luke. Lights out Lightton.
I like it. I like that. Because hey, listen. Luke knows when to score. And it's the funny part is I've been watching Bronner for about 4 years. I counted 4 years. Been really just paying attention to how his guards play, how he play. And he's very particular. He's very particular about his guard play. This is the first time. I'll say it on the record. This is the first time that I see him just let that guard do his job.
You want to know what that is?
But please share. Please share.
So if anybody that watches college, NBA, or even veteran high school coaches, basketball has evolved and the game is changing. You can A, stay stuck in your ways and bump heads with your players, or B, adjust, adapt, meet in the middle, and make it happy and pleasurable for everybody. That's all that Coach Bronner's doing. The type of guard that Luke lights out Likton is, if you put a leash, it's actually going to hinder and hurt your team because guard play what?
Rules the world. Hey, man. Well, I will say, I did talk to Bronner about this classes, this just about to graduate, 26s. One thing he did say, they're more bought in than his previous classes.
That's good.
I will say that. He said this group that he has is really, really enjoyable. Not that any group before wasn't enjoyable, but they're just bought in. So maybe that's it too. Because remember, he did what I love. He didn't play a freshman at the point guard position because he didn't have to. He let him play. He let him play, I believe, JV. Let him get his bumps and bruises, ninth grade, or I forgot which one he let him play. But that next year now, he did move him up in the 10th grade, if I'm correct. He had, he didn't have to, but he let him play. And then this year now, Luke lights out. Luke is just doing his job. And
Playing
then
playing varsity is like playing D1, right?
correct,
These parents and these kids get fixated on, I got to make varsity, I got to play D1, I got to
correct,
make varsity, I
correct,
got to play
correct, correct.
D1. Whereas you go make a D1 to never play just to be mad, where you could have went D2, got all the burn, build your stats, play a year or two, and then move up. Go
Right,
get that year of burn on JV. Play both
right,
ways, whatever the case may be. Get your lumps, carry a team.
right.
Now, because a JV coach is speaking the same exact language as a varsity coach, I have
Yep.
yet to see otherwise. You
Yep.
know,
Well, he has to. Usually, the JV coach is 9 times out of 10. There's a few exceptions. Is always the first assistant.
yeah. And so when you see coaches do that and not bury a kid, I love it. When I hear parents complaining at their kids not getting run on varsity as a freshman or sophomore, whereas you could have taken that latter route, you
Right.
know.
Right.
And I get it, you want the cloud, you want to be there, but anyway, moving
All
on,
right. No,
man.
hold on. Denver Schaeffel. He's the second young man that's on there on the list, on 2027 list, watch list. So shout out to Denver doing his thing over there in New Braunfels Unicorns. Number 10.
Hey, nothing against them Hornets, right? But they've been kind of hiding and under the radar last couple of weeks and been able to kind of skate by because they've kind of been off a little bit. They got a hell of a week on deck, man.
They
Uh,
do.
they got New Braunfels, and,
Number 11.
and then they got to go see Judson, number 5.
Their
They got
first
hella,
district
they got a,
game.
they got listen. So again, you got Steele and Clemens, and then we got
Mm,
the Rockets and the Hornets. You know what I'm saying? Like
uh,
so many damn games, like man. But they got a hell of a week, and
they
and
do. They do.
depending on what they do this week, man, they got a hell of a week.
They do. They
Week.
do. And I just, they might be shorthanded going to that district game because one of the guys haven't been cleared yet. So with all that being said, uh,
Let's not say it.
I'm not. I'm not saying I didn't say it. I just said they're gonna be shorthanded. That's all I said. So, with all that being said, it's just gonna be tough to watch them kind of not be at full strength. That's all. Because
Who
Wagner's dealing with that right now, and that's the sad part. That's the sad part.
who's our watch list from them Hornets? Outside of our stud chill Will Franklin, Marshawn Bard. Who's our watch list for East Central Hornets, man?
All right, hold on. Let me put the list here. I got to go through my little notes here. So on that watch list, we got Aiden. I'm not gonna mess up Aiden's last name.
Holy Valdez, I got your back.
Holy Valerius. We got William Franklin.
Anyway.
And we got my guy, Marshawn Bard. My bad, Bard. Marshawn Bard. I be trying, man. At least I be trying, dog. You know
You're
what?
not gonna mess the name up. I back you up, and then you do it anyway. Like,
Because I gotta try it. I gotta Ola Valeris. I gotta say it, dog. I gotta say that, man. Because at the same time, hey man, these kids be wanting you to say their name on. I remember I had a kid that played for me in our 2024 class. Hey man, I just stopped trying. But I don't want to give up. I want to give up. So that's why I keep trying, man. I want to give up, dog.
you got a fluent Spanish guy on your
There
team.
you go. You do. You do.
You determined.
You do. You do. You are. You are. You are. You are. So yeah, we got those three guys on the list. And the weird part about the Hornets though, before we get off of them, they have they have a loaded they're loaded from 27, 28. They're loaded. They have some good kids coming up. So they're one of the schools where though, they're not after the graduating class they're not gonna go far. I think they have what, one or two seniors that's really playing. That's starting, if I'm correct. And if I'm right, that's Mel. They got another guy come off the bench. Everybody else is next year and the year after. So they're gonna be loaded. They're gonna be loaded. All right. Number 9. SA Vets. SA Vets. Wild Wild West District. They found a way to look. Hey man, they found a way to get in the top. They did it the hard way, but they found a way to get in the top 10.
Hey, listen, they got punched in the mouth game 1 of district. Them Bernie Greyhounds went inside their home and dethroned them, had a hell of a fourth quarter. Julian Hartman from them Bernie Greyhounds went bananas in that fourth quarter. But they're coached by Stephen Pettis, and they've got a phenomenal senior class, right? Led by point guard DJ Ford, right? When you got a defensive minded, true floor general, that isn't going to get rattled by what the other team is doing, right? They're going to make you play their game. They're not in any hurry. They're not in any race. They're not in any rush. They're going to play their game, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so the key for vets, shooting the basketball. They've been struggling with shooting the basketball
From the 3, he's talking about
from the 3.
audience. Right? From the 3, not trust you me. They knocking the. That's one thing I will give Jermichael, his mid-range, his 15-foot jump shot. And then, of course, anything around the damn rim, that boy trying to rip the backboard off. So,
well, that's how Bernie got them. They struggled around the rim that night. They didn't shoot the ball well, and they struggled around the rim. And so the bigs have to play big and stay disciplined and be the talents that they are. And their floor general's got to be their floor general.
yeah.
And they got punched in the mouth game 1, and they went on to win the next 3 district games. They're sitting at 3-1 right now, at number 2 in that district, behind Bernie, who knocked them off. So it's going to be interesting. They've got Tybee this week.
Yep, Tybee on Friday.
Think about Tybee. Tybee in that district, right, is one of those games that you see how they've been looking and you fall asleep on them. And before you know it, we got a conversation on our next show. So in this situation, based off data, we hope that they take care of their business, because by what data says, this Tybee game is a game they're supposed to have. So right. Let's see if they take care of business, right? Hold fort and move to 4-1 in district, and we'll see what happens after that.
And then shout out to the 27th that made the watch list. Brandon Haley, Carmelo, I'm not going to say that, and then AJ Dennis.
Carmelo de la Rosa.
There you go.
De la Rosa.
There you go. I didn't want to roll the R and mess it up, and then I let Mike do it.
Rolling the R is a great privilege and problem to have. I just want to let you know that.
It is. AJ Dennis, shout out. That young man comes off the bench. He's going to be a problem next year. He's going to going to find his way. He's going to find his way. So going on, moving to number 8, the Apaches, man.
They've been off a little. We ain't talked about them since damn near South San tournament, feel like.
Well, we haven't, because at the same time they've been taking care of business.
Oh yeah, they've been playing like St. Andrews and beating the brakes off of them cats. So
they beating who they supposed to beat, like they supposed to beat them, and then they don't have anything. I believe they do have the Buta tournament this week. This
And
week right here tomorrow.
there's a lot of San Antonio schools out there, Buddha tournament.
They
So
are. They are.
we're gonna have stuff going on out there.
One of a coach mentioned to me about that. Is this since a lot of teams have district play on Friday, is this the tournament, or do you play in the tournament this week, or do you let your guys have rest? Or
Damn, can we play some defense for this last 2 minutes? Sorry.
It's all good. Yeah, y'all up 3. So
Sorry, folks.
hey, y'all up 3. So what you complaining for? Y'all
We
up
up
3.
4. We up 4.
Okay, my bad. 4. Oh, y'all got 4.
Y'all 1-by-1 and try to short us points.
Hey man, hey listen, all you gotta do is win by 1. So I keep that's why. Hey, I made my post. I'm staying with it.
Hey, football like cornhole. Every point
You know what I'm
matters.
saying? Exactly. Hey, listen. So you only need 1 though to win.
Antonian should favor well in the Buddha tournament. They've done pretty well against San Antonio schools this season. And then they've got, a district game in St. Thomas on Saturday. But we're waiting for that second round when they get to TMI and good old St. Michael's.
That's the one we're really, really waiting for. They didn't have anybody on our list from their school. That's a junior. So we didn't, no shout out to anybody over there. If I find out one of the guys is a junior, but I know they loaded with sophomores. They're loaded with sophomores. They got a good group over there for that. So going
28's off the chain.
Exactly. Going to number 7.
Them Harlan Hawks, led by true freshman London Jacks.
Well, hold on.
No. Let me not do Zachary like that. Let me not do Zachary like that.
You put a
Let me
lot
not
of
do Zachary like that.
Say that like that. Yeah, because
let me not do Zachary like that.
Yeah. Don't. Yeah. Well, not just Zach, but at the same time, don't do my guy Jordan, who's finding
Magnum. I'm sorry. The true freshman is
no. Again, he's doing what he's supposed to do.
Yeah, and then some.
Yeah, but only reason I'm mentioning Jordan over Zach because Jordan's been there for 3 years. He's the kid that did everything coach told him to do. Go play freshman.
Hey, but Zach though, Zach looking like a true vet though. That game against O'Connor. Hey,
let's talk about it. Okay, let's pause. Let's get a pause. Because now, no. Because I tried to talk about it, and you corrected me. You said, hold off. I said, no, let's talk about it a little bit because we're gonna talk about it today for sure. From the tip off, I missed.
He was locked in.
I missed.
Hey, you know what note it was? Okay.
Go ahead.
Your Eagles and your Commanders, right?
Yeah.
Conference when they face off, no matter what the hell's happened in that season,
everything's out the window.
Well, that game. Jaden Ibata, that game was personal. Game was personal.
Okay.
And so, hey, Zach showed up, man. Zach showed up.
I told Zach afterwards, Coach Hall allowed me to get a picture of him and just say something to him, just snap. And I told him that game, he has many more games left in him. But that game was the first game I saw a true floor general. And then coach said, why? I said, because when I walked in the gym, I was 3 minutes late. Just, again, nature of the beast.
Probably walked in on a pull-up, on one of his pull-ups at the
end. No. He was playing defense.
Oh, okay.
That's all I heard, his voice. Who got ball? Who's on ball? I'm here. I got ball. He didn't do that just when I walked in as far as like that, the first part of the game. He did that through the whole game.
Hey, listen, when you're making shots.
Oh, I got a snapshot of one of those, yes.
The confident level that it gives you, right?
Yes.
Got a couple of hellacious pull-ups, right?
Yes.
I didn't have a mid-range game. That was the one part of my game. They talk about 3-level scores. I played at the rim and I shot the long 3 ball, right? I did not have a mid-range pull-up at all. So when I see kids using it, I get excited for it, right?
Yes.
He had a couple of beautiful pull-ups, right? I mean, just gorgeous pull-ups.
Yeah.
But that shot he made at the end of the first half, the 3 ball, sent his confidence meter through the roof.
How about I missed? You talking about the halftime shot? That was the halftime shot.
The one right at the top of the key. Yes.
Bro, I'm so pissed off. So I'm in my phone. I was doing get my tweet ready. Yeah, I promise I'm getting my stuff ready. I'm getting my note stuff. And I hear this boom, everybody just go crazy. And I'm like, I look up. And I see them adding the 3 points. I was like, God bless America. Are you
But
serious? I missed that.
that
Yeah,
shot
yeah,
shot him in
yeah,
to a confident second half because when you hit that kind of shot, because it was a
yeah.
3-point game, that put them up 6, right?
Yes.
He comes out and he's the adrenaline is just, it just got him going. And when your floor general is going, then guess who got going in the second half? That true freshman London Jackson alongside of Mr. Everybody got going. I remember when Johnson played O'Connor earlier in the season,
Mm-hmm.
and uh uh Mark Anthony broke back door and they missed him on an alley-oop. And I mean, who had they looked up, two people were getting dunked on. Well, 2 plays later, fakes up, cuts back door, and Joshua hits him, or Springer. I don't remember who hit him with the pass. When I tell you that boy tore the metal off the rim with anger and frustration, I don't think Johnson missed another shot after that.
Yeah.
So shots like that in games
Mm-hmm.
like that,
Mm-hmm.
man, he ran his show, man. It was very impressive to watch, and it
Yeah.
was impressive because his team came along because it was kind of a stale, stagnant game. Halftime it was 26-20. We
Right.
got Connor and Harlan playing, and it's
Right.
26-20 at halftime.
And that's what that's let me know how the young man you call the true freshman, he
Man,
knows what pace looks like. When I talked to him after the game,
chilling.
that's the question I
He
asked
just
him.
be chilling.
I said, hey man, why wasn't you going hard the whole game? And he said, because I'm pacing myself. I know I'm gonna play the whole game. So I can't go give it all to you in the first quarter because I know I still got 3 quarters to go.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you what he did give his all. So I hate to say this, but that true freshman
Mm-hmm.
locked up that true senior, Ethan Balayu, because we talked about this. We said who the key for O'Connor was. Ethan Balayu had 4 points within the first 3 minutes of the basketball game and scored no more. And
I
guess
think
who? Yeah, guess who that goes to?
hold on, no. I think Ethan got frustrated with himself, and that's why I'm gonna say this.
Can give a damn what he got frustrated with. London
I'm gonna
Jackson
say this.
guarding him, and Imani was dealing with Hagan.
Ethan,
We
when
giving that
Ethan
credit
went
to
for
London
that
Jackson.
dunk and he didn't get it, I think he got frustrated with himself to where it was like, dang, bro, I'm not getting no call. Remember, it was not a foul call called on that. It was
Yeah,
just
he missed. Yes, they did. He missed the free throws.
I
Then,
thought I
then he
thought
took a bad. Then he took a bad three and was done after that.
I thought he went at the rim and he bounced out and it went out and they just
Oh,
called
they
it
called the
out of
call
bounds or
foul.
whatever.
Well,
They
hell,
called
even if
okay.
they didn't damn call foul, I don't give a damn. You're playing against Harlan. This is humongous. For this could have plummeted y'all to number 2. You got to show up. Plain and simple. When you show up, 15 plus, 6+ boards, your team is successful. You had 4 points against Harlan. That's unacceptable.
Again, hey man, I don't know. You don't. Yeah, he could have had a bad. He could have had a bad day, bro.
I want him to hear this. I want him motivated because
I
when he
get it.
shows
I
up,
get.
that
I
team's
get. I get. I
successful.
don't think these guys get motivated that way anymore. I'm telling you, man.
Well, what are they gonna do trying to play next level,
Hey, I
bro?
don't. Hey, look. That's not. Listen, that's what I told my guy. That's not my job. I just look out who's good basketball players for high school that I think
Here's
could
a good
possibly
basketball
play at the
player.
next
We're
level.
telling you, your team needs you, buddy.
They do. They do need them. They do. And again, stats driven and stats show when he has over 10, he has over 15 points, they win.
Anytime over 10.
10. If he gets
Over
15 and
10
10, they
points and
win.
6 rebounds, they win.
15 and 10, they win.
He gets 10 points that game. Now he's effective. London might be in foul trouble because you're being aggressive. There's so many variables that change.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
when
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
not aggressive, now all the attention is on Hagan. Well, hell, we just got to worry about Hagan. Ethan's gone today. It
I
makes
do like
our job easy.
I do like how Coach Griffin did play some two-man a little bit. He did play a little two-man a little bit. So with that being said, it was successful at points. And so I think him seeing all this right here, he's going to notice and he's going to be like, okay, I think the next game they play is going to be closer.
Just go look at numbers. Numbers don't lie.
Numbers don't lie. Numbers don't
Moving
lie.
on, moving on, moving on. Number 6.
All right.
My sleeper, my preseason sleeper, them
Yep.
Warren
Yep.
Warriors.
Call them. Call them.
Them Warren Warriors.
They up there. They're up there high. They up there high.
They still hope because
They
they,
up there
they
high.
went on a hell of a run and haven't looked back. I'm gonna
They're
tell
high,
you what,
boy.
they got a hell of a week this week because I'm gonna tell you, Stevens and Taft, Stevens and Taft are teams in that district that can spoil your seating.
So
Stevens is 2-0 right now.
Stevens and Taft are called spoiler teams.
That's what, yes.
I know, no, I'm telling you the name of. That's what you call them. You call them spoiler teams because they purposely know they're always going to be the. No, I'm not trying to diss them. I'm just saying they always know like they're going to be the 6 and 7 seed. Like
Yeah,
when you're talking football,
yeah,
they know, hey man. So their job is to purposely, hey, we ain't making it. I'm gonna spoil it for you. I'm gonna make it even harder for you.
yeah. So
So what we gonna do?
One's got to come correct this week.
Exactly. So we gonna do, we gonna purposely make it hard for every game you play. And they do it for Stevens. This year, my boy Rich is, I got an interview coming up with him. He's playing out his mind right
How
now.
about Rich Guetta?
Yes, Rich
Yeah, he
Guetta.
is. Yeah, he is.
Rich is
Yeah,
playing.
he is.
Listen, I haven't mentioned a lot about Rich just because I got an interview coming up and I want to kind of roll out these interviews the right way. Rich is playing out his mind. I'm
That's why
telling you.
that's why they opened up 2-0. But this is a good test for Stevens week against Warren. Uh, Warren's got to come with it. You cannot take any one of these
Yeah.
two nights off this week.
You can't. Taft is young. Taft is just young. They're just trying to pile wins right now.
They're gonna try to make you play their game and hope just make it ugly and make it to their way. But they're gonna compete.
They
They're
are. They
gonna
are.
compete.
Those Raiders are going to compete. They just want to take you to the muddy water. That's all they want to do. They just want to make the water muddy. They want to make it just nasty. Like, what are we doing here? Oh my goodness! They want to do that to you. They want to make it like they don't want to make you just. Hey, they're not going to just let you just roll over and say, hey, two
Right.
wins this week, so you can go and you can be 3-1 in district. So, moving on. Them Rockets. District play starts.
That's your man's.
Coach, again, coach wants his guys to play. That's all to it, man. I think his record shows, again, compared to last year, people saying, well, you protecting coach, you protecting the Rockets because they're playing a lot out of town. So now what? Now what? They're out of town and they won just as many games as they lost out of town. And now, again, they got think about it. They got more losses in town than they do out of town.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got three losses. 2 out of town, 2 here. Well, no, my bad. They got 4 losses, I think. I think it's 4 losses. Let me make sure. Because I know they lost to Westlake. They lost to Westlake, Antonian, and TMI. So let me verify before I. Yeah, they're 15-3. So they're out of town wins. Great job. In town wins. And all 3 losses come 1 at home, 2 against in tournaments. So go figure. They right where they belong right now. They right where they deserve. Number 5. Tough week. And the reason I say tough week because they got a district game on Friday. They do play East Central Hornets. And again, that game can go any kind of way because you're going to get 32 minutes, and you're getting 32 minutes of defense, pure defense that game. And that's what you're getting. So it's going to be good to see that game. So that might be one of those low-scoring games, 32-35 games.
Think so? With them
Yeah,
athletes,
man. If you look at the history, if I'm correct, if you look at the history of knowing when he plays those guys, I want to say those games don't be that very high.
I would be very shocked for a low-scoring game with the athletes that are on both sides, both teams. I would be shocked for a game above 55 on both sides. I would be shocked because both sides got athletes that one they're playing D and getting up and down.
No, I take that back.
I
Shoot, I
would be
take that
very
back.
surprised.
I lied. I lied like Big Dog. They scored 84 points last year.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like both them groups.
Hey, look, they gave up 84 the first time they played East Central, and gave up 75 the second time they played them. They split last year with East Central. So we're looking for a lot of that this year, for that district, for a lot of splits this year. Did the same thing with Steele, did the same thing with Clemens. So
Sorry, it's 4th and 5.
It's all good. It's all good. Go ahead. Give us update, man. Don't just sit there and look at the screen. Give us update, dog on
No,
it.
I'm watching. I need this stop. I need
You know what
this.
I'm saying? Give us update. The audience want to know this is live, dog. This ain't video record. This is live in Memorex right now, baby. Baby, you know what I mean? Give us an update. Don't be sitting there looking at us, but hey, look, number 4. We talking about them Buffaloes, man. I'm not gonna fit to you. I'm glad to see them Buffaloes up there. And reason why it's one of the schools I'm glad to see them. What?
You
What?
just don't want Bill mad at you.
Why? I know. No. Yeah, he didn't want to be that high. Yeah, he didn't want to be that high last year. We put him in the
Damn
top
it.
10. He got mad at me last year.
Damn it. Bears got a first
Yeah, of
down.
course they got a first down. That's what the Bears do, baby. They got little Caleb over there. So we talk about them Buffaloes. Hey, real quick,
Oh, you
I
you
missed our
right
list.
now.
You messing with
Right,
you, messing
right,
with you.
right now.
I'm missing kids off the list.
Right.
On Alamo Heights, we mentioned those guys. Piper, we mentioned those guys. New Braunfels, Vets. We didn't get to those guys yet, but we did see. We did mention Justin Rockets. On those young people, the Justin Rockets, they got 3 guys. They got Joel Zolikoffer, they got John Ye Campbell, and they got Quentin Kane. 327s that's on our watch list that are all hooping and contributing to that varsity team right now.
What makes you
Matter
do
of fact, Joel Zolikoffer, man, he's right now shooting the ball real well. And again, if he continues doing what he does, just I just can't wait to see him next year, because next year he's gonna have the ball in his hand a whole lot next year, and it's gonna be phenomenal. The fact that he's leading, that he's one of the not I say main guy, because there's no such thing in Coach Cantu's offense as a main guy, but just a major contributor to what they got planned for next year. So shout out to those guys. Moving to
you
yep,
go
we
ahead
on
and take out
Clemens.
the watch list first?
Yeah, we did. I did watch this already for 20 for Judson. Make sure I didn't leave nobody off. We didn't Antony and then Harlan. I didn't do Harlan. Apologies, Harlan. On Harlan, we have 3 young people. We got Jordan Magnum. We got Tristan Torres and Armani Francis. Real quick, going back to Harlan, once Armani gets the confidence he needs to get, and that's what it is right now. It's confidence. It's nothing else. This is confidence. Once he gets that confidence to understand what he needs to be doing, hey, man, Harlan's going to be that team that we're looking for. It's going to stay in that top 5, not 6. All right. What else is next? Clemens Buffaloes. Go ahead. What you got about Clemens Buffaloes, man?
Second and goal. Second and goal is 4 seconds.
Okay. News break. Everybody.
Keep going. Keep
Hey, man,
going.
we a basketball show or a football show, dog? I ain't know Chad was on the show. Yeah, I get it. Not too often your team.
Hey, just
Not
because your team wasn't good
not
enough to make the night game, I don't want to hear nothing about, you know what I'm
not.
saying?
Hold on. Did my man just try to diss us and say we're not too good to make the night game?
Over here
Come
cheering
on,
for the Bears.
dog.
Over here
Come
rooting
on,
for the
dog.
Bears.
We didn't have
Hey,
more
I'm
prime
rooting against
time.
you and your
What?
Eagles. Now
No,
you
what? Not gonna let you do this, 49er fan.
no,
You
we're
act
not gonna
like
do that.
not gonna let you do this to me. But right now we're talking about them Buffaloes. Buffaloes. Uh, Again, young team, and Coach Bell is making sure they find a way to win. They're finding ways to win in a
Ball
very,
game.
very okay, good job. Well, news break. Ball game. I guess the game's over now. They stopped them. They made a stop.
Stop them.
There you go. Good job. All right. The Clemens, they got three 27s that I want to mention real quick. They got Trey Burton, DeAndre Duncan, and Gabriel Fuller. Um, Again, Coach Bell's making sure all these young men understand their role and responsibilities, and they're playing up to it. They're playing up to it. You still got the Seahawks though, got the Sea Chickens. So take care of those guys. Then y'all can hold that up.
We're in the playoffs.
Well, yeah, that's just facts. Come on, man. Y'all what 12? That's our 12th win.
12-4 now.
Yeah, 12-4. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? 12-4, baby. Y'all doing what y'all supposed to do, and you get kills back next week. By the way,
They're holding them out to playoffs, but keep going.
are you
Coach
sure? Because I heard something that they said he's coming back next week to play the Seahawks.
Coach Bell.
No. That's not Coach Bell. The San Francisco 49ers. No, is it Mariucci?
Coach Bell.
George Seifert. Is it George Seifert?
Shanahan. Coach Bell.
Only reason I can go there because I used to be a 49ers fan back in the day. In my younger years, I was a kid living in California. I lived there. That's why. That's the only reason I was a fan, because I lived there. I actually lived in California. But Coach Bell, He's doing what he's doing all the things that he's supposed to be doing to get the best out of his guys. Because if you look at his schedule, he plays some very good teams here and away. So taking care of business. Yeah, he dropped a tough one up there in Round Rock. That man, I wish he didn't drop. I wish he won that tournament, but they lost unfortunately. They played a very good Warren team, and he dropped that loss. And I think they got one more loss. I know he got one more loss. I don't remember who it was to off the top of my head. Clemens. Their schedule. Their only third loss was
They lost
Johnson.
they lost
Johnson.
the game we don't count. We don't count.
Johnson. Yeah, that's when
We
they
don't
had
count.
Q. Yeah, Q had got concussed in that game. So
Not counting that game.
yeah, that was a bad. They were winning the game too, by the way.
Huh?
They were winning that game too, also before he got hurt, from what I was told.
The whole air comes out the gym at that time, man.
Yeah,
Like
they did. They did. So, Coach Bell, shout out to you and the great job you're doing. You are currently sitting at number 4.
he been there. He been there for a
No,
minute.
I know. I'm just being
I'm saying
funny
he been
because
there
remember,
for a
no,
minute.
I'm being funny because you started off and said, "Man, you're gonna make Coach Bell mad at you."
Oh, because
Remember,
you didn't
Coach?
want him on the list in the beginning?
Yeah. Remember, Coach Bell didn't want to don't want to be on this list at all. He don't want to be on anybody on this list. But unfortunately, by his great play, he deserved it. He earned it. Number 3.
That's your crew. I'm gonna let you
I
handle that.
appreciate it, man. It's my Steel Knights. Game of the week, Friday, January 2nd.
Battle
At the
of 3009.
Battle of 3009. Every time they play. So 4 versus 3 or 3 versus 4, however you want to say it, is going down Friday at Steel High School.
One way the furniture's moving that day.
Yes. Well, we got what 3 games I believe on the charts that make some furniture moving. We got East Central versus the Unicorns. East Central. Well, hold on. You got East Central versus Unicorns. East Central versus Judson. Clemens versus Steel. And I think we got one more in it.
Braunfels East Central, New Braunfels and Sam the champion, Piper and Heights,
There you go.
O'Connor and Central Catholic, O'Connor and Brennan. We know they moving from that one. We're just seeing if they can hold on after Central Catholic. Holt, Warren, and the possibility, Stevens and Taft.
Yeah. So we got a lot of games that has a lot of our teams or a few teams in the top 15 list. Excuse me.
And we
That's
hope
gonna be moving around.
We hope we'll have an oopsie with Vets and Tybee.
Hey, I'm not gonna fit you. I like those. I like those games.
Awesome.
I like those games. It changes and makes good business for us.
No doubt.
And
Because nothing against them Greyhounds.
No.
He
Just
did not.
want to see. Yeah. Just want to see some furniture moving. That's all. Want to start mentioning some other kids sometime. That's all. And by mentioning other kids on this 27 watch list, we got Marcus Lamar, Justin McKinney, and Jason Ellis. I really like Jason Ellis. I like all 3 kids, really. I like Jason Ellis and the role he's being put into and the opportunities being given. And he's really, really taking that opportunity, and he's just relishing it. I talked to him. He came to our showcase we had over the summertime, and he was one of the 27s that was just again, happy to be there, 1. And then 2, again, knowing the role that he's getting, coming off the bench and playing his role to his best. That's what I like to see, kids taking advantage of their opportunity and playing to their full potential. Man, I love it. I think Marcus is showing his worth too. And then you got high flying Justin McKinney. That young man jumps out the gym. His
name is Springs.
Nickname Spring. There you go. You love giving somebody nicknames. I like that nickname on him too. Lights Out and Springs. I like those 2 nicknames right now. That young man got it.
Because if it's because it's so quick. Like, he can jump, but sometimes when he takes off, you don't think, and you're like, God,
yeah, he's over you. He's scoring. He's soaring over you.
Literally. He put some power onto it too, man.
Yeah. And like I said, I enjoy watching him play. I really enjoy knowing that we have one more year with him at the Knights. that's going to be really, really good to continue to see him flourish. Is what I'm
No
trying
doubt.
to say.
Yeah.
Moving on, old TMI.
Whew.
They got a tough one.
They going to that Nike tournament out in Arizona
Yeah. Not playing here, audience.
to
They're
get
actually
ready for St.
traveling
Michael's. You
on to
can't play.
Phoenix, and they should get there. I want to say they're going to get there on I think it's the 29th, 30th, I believe. You get there a day early. I think that's what the paperwork said.
Bringing in their
So
New Year's over there.
yeah, they get to see some things differently. And hey man,
To
that'd be
get
huge
ready
if
for
they can
St.
win that
Michael's,
one.
get ready for St. Michael's. They have to. They
They
have to
have
go.
to.
They have to go get this because St. Michael's is the juggernaut. And
Yes,
in town rivalry,
yes,
Antonian. Don't
yes.
you can't sleep on that Antonian game. You just
No,
can't.
you can't. You
Just
can't.
can't.
You gotta give Antonio props. You gotta give Antonio's not gonna lay down.
If
That's
Amari
one
Getter's
thing
on if Amari Getter's on the floor, Antonian's got a shot.
they do. Well, not just Amari. Coach Brewmeister gets those kids playing. Like I remember I used to coach against them a few times in the AAU circuit. He didn't. He played his team up on purpose, and he took some. He did. He's one of those guys like, hey man, I don't care. I don't care. You beat me. And he coached. He coached a good game. He got a game plan. Like those, you saw kids doing pin downs and doing screens and doing all the things that you need to do to try to win games, other than just be the bigger, stronger, and faster guy. So
Right.
no, Antonio's going to do their job, but Antonio's going to have their they're going to do it. In TMI, they're going to come out and give us
I'm
a good game,
follow
real
TMI
good game.
tournament. See how they're doing that Nike tournament this weekend. This is going to be good for them. Very, very, very good test for them because they've got some dudes on that team, and so it's going to be good to see how they rise. To that level of talent and that caliber out there this weekend.
Well, our guy Corbin, we sat and interviewed him. It's going to be fun to see him come back with some great stories and just some great tales of his play.
That kid
And
is hilarious. He's still mad at me too, but he is
no,
hilarious.
he's not mad at you. He don't care. He didn't care about
He,
that.
he
He don't
wants
care
he
about
wants
that.
he wants his no he cares. He wants his
He
rematch.
wants to rematch. No, he wants to rematch. Definitely, yes, but he doesn't care. He's not mad. That young man's living his best life. He's trying to make sure he do what he can do. But I tell you this, that group they have, they're gonna give you their all.
Yeah, they are.
They're playing like a number one. Talking about a number one, even though they're number two, they're playing like a number one. And number one is
And that's not changing the rest of the season. Brendan Bears. Yeah,
hey man,
I said anybody, y'all know my number. Text me, holla at me.
don't do that, dog. They got this team. Listen, someone in that district has a chance, Michael.
Okay, who's number 2 in that district?
Right now, Harlan.
You beat them by 30.
Hey man.
Next,
Hey, and talking about their 2027 on the
still,
watch list.
PMI,
You're talking
Justin,
about
Antonian.
I didn't have any 2027s on the watch list.
No, who who who
Um, we're
who
talking
who on
about
this list is
Jacob
knocking him off? No, we're
Padilla
talking about Brennan right
and
now.
Aiden
Who on this list
Martin.
is knocking him
I
off?
know I mentioned the 27s. I'm talking about the
Who on this list
27s
is
on the
knocking
watch
him off?
list.
No,
I
since
mean,
I can't do it, who knocking him off?
they got, you know what, Harlan. No, you know what? No. Hey man, O'Connor has a Warren 2027 watch list from Brennan,
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Jacob Badilli, and Aiden Martin. Bedelia, sorry. Two young men that's on a team that then I think if I'm correct, Aiden gets some good minutes if I'm correct. So they got a chance to really be to have the torch passed to them and be ready to make a hell of a run next year. But that concludes our list. Now we'll go ahead and let Mike takes over with his small school top five, leading to big school. We got rid of the honorable mention list.
We just gonna do 2 through 14 for the rest of this season.
Like I said, man, I mentioned the schools who got a chance. I mentioned three of them. Three of them got a chance, dog. I mentioned all three too, and I gave you reasons of why they can win.
No, you didn't. Who'd
Yes,
you
I
give?
did.
Who?
You want me to do it again?
Yes,
You want me to
please.
really do it again?
One by one so I can rebuttal.
All right. Harlan,
28 round one.
O'Connor,
Just lost to Harlan, who lost by 28 in round one.
and Warren.
I'm moving on to 3A. I'm not fooling with you tonight.
Just watch. One of them three got a chance. Because
Uh,
it's any given Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday and Saturday. I left off Wednesday.
yeah, because they play
No
on
games
Wednesdays
on
now.
Wednesday.
Because they play on Wednesdays.
Oh,
Northside
they
play
play
on
on Wednesday.
Wednesdays.
So
So
any given day
you
but
let you
Sunday. My
nah,
bad.
you knew what you was doing. All right. I want to give a shout out to our smaller schools, our smaller zones that don't necessarily make this top 15, but for their class of 3A, they're coming in district play. And there are some schools that we want to make sure that we acknowledge. And they are on our watch list, on that 3A realm. We got Cole, that's Coach Talley's Cougars.
Them cold Cougars, baby.
We got Goliad, who have started off the year strong. They're 14-2 right now. Got Greater Hearts of Monte Vista, started out 8-1. We got the Marion Bulldogs, 13-3. And then Randolph. Randolph is 12-3. And I haven't got to see them, but they have a 13-4 record. And so going to be interesting to see what Nixon Smiley and Karn City at 12-4 do over there in District 26 in that 3A region. District 28's not looking too strong. Their best record is sitting at 10-5 right now, Crystal City. So we'll see. These
Crystal City beat Cole, by the way.
When
It was a tournament, if I'm correct. Do I have it wrong?
I don't know, but in 11 seconds, I'll be able to validate and back you up. I got the
They
good.
played. Yeah, they played in a tournament. Um,
I got.
no, I'm sorry. It was London. They beat Crystal. It was a Crystal City tournament, but it was London who beat them.
Bro, Cole beat
London.
the brakes off of Crystal. Excuse me.
Yeah, my bad. No, I
Cole had
said
a
it was
very good
London.
game. Cole had a very good game against Crystal City.
No, 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 no. Thank you. I appreciate that. It was London who beat them.
Yeah, they had a very
London. Yeah,
on the positive of 44 points
yeah.
against Crystal City. So
No, no. It was London. It was London.
As I was saying, District 28 is not looking too strong with Crystal City as their forerunner. But those 6, 7 teams that I just named are who we're going to be watching when their district opens up here this next week. That's our 3A. On our 4A side, right, we've got Wimberley, started out 17-1. They are rocking and rolling. Then Davenport in their district 11-5. Lavernia is 16-6. Pearsall 16-5. And then Divine, the more horses out there. They've been getting their feet wet, messing around with some 5As and 6As to get ready for their run this season. And so we're gonna see they got a hell of a strong senior class over in Divine. And so we're gonna see what they do, uh, what they do in that District 27. Uh, I think with the senior veteranship that they have, I think it's their year. Somerset lost some players. Floresville lost some players. Floresville is going to compete. Pearsall is going to compete. And so going to be interesting to see that district in that 4A zone. On our 5A side, just isolating 5A on its own, uh, got to give love to Bernie. They're sitting at the top of that Wild Wild West district, followed by SA Vets, New Braunfels, and Piper, Alamo Heights. And then on the other side of town, teams that we're going to be paying attention to, Sam Houston started out 3-0, Jefferson, Highland, Southwest Legacy, John J. Lanier, and then good old Southwest. And so we're going to be paying attention to our 5A zones because those games are personal. Those games are personal.
Hey, real quick, you mentioned Sam Houston.
Yes.
On a watch list. Brand new young man on the watch list. Just got word from them from a coach, fellow coach that rocks with us. Ja'Cory Dotson.
Okay.
Ja'Cory Dotson from Sam Houston. He's on the list. He made the list. So we're watching. We're watching. Did you say Highlands?
I did. I did.
Josiah Carlio?
Cardio?
Carlio?
Cardio?
Okay. Yep. Did you say anybody else off the list? Did you say Burbank or Brackenridge?
I did not.
Okay. But still, since I mentioned them, Mendez and
Yes.
Caleb Munoz. Two young men that we mentioned earlier in the week that we were talking about that the Brackenridge versus the Burbank game, which was a phenomenal game. 155 points scored in that game, by the way, combined.
They was going
So
at it.
so to see Jude and Caleb were both 2027s, it lets me know that hey, now I got somebody I can reference next year and didn't rest of this year. So shout out to those guys.
No doubt. And now, our 6A juggernauts, right? Uh, of course, Brennan Bears, TMI, Steele Clemens, Judson Harlan, Warren Antone in East Central, right? And then O'Connor, Brandeis, and Reagan, right? With sleepers on the back end, your Madisons, your Clarks, right? Stevens, but those first ones that I named, whew, they're gonna be going at each other's necks this district, man. It's going to be some good district basketball. Like I'm looking forward to keeping up with who's doing what when once this now the district is here. So I'm excited. I'm excited, but I want to make sure to give love to our 3As and 4As that don't necessarily get the love that they rightfully so deserve as well. So I wanted to make sure to shout some of those guys out uh, as well. Make sure they know that you're not forgotten at all. We got you.
You mentioned Reagan.
I did.
We got a young man off of that class. Mr. Crump and Andrew. I'm not gonna say Andrew's last name either. So I'm not gonna say Crump's first name. I'm not gonna say Andrew's last name.
All right,
Not gonna do it.
what we're gonna do is I'm gonna look up who in the heck you're talking about, and I got your back. So give me 1 second.
All right. Yep. While he's doing that, you mentioned Madison. We talked about those guys already. Yep, mentioned those guys. Who else you mentioned from district?
Okay,
District.
Trehu
Oh,
Crump,
this is supposed to be district. This is not district 30. This is district 28, I believe.
Trehu Crump is who you're talking about from Reagan,
Okay, Trey U Crump. There you go. I just call him Crump right now because I
and
that's
who
that
else?
name. And then Andrew
Fetterspiel.
Fetterspiel. There you go. And the crazy part, I should know that. At least I should not enunciate that name. He played for Pro Skills. He played for Pro Skills. Probably left. Can't say my last name. I'm out of here. Hey, had a kid really do that, by the way. One of my coaches, not for Pro Skills though. This is for the Sharks. This is for the Sharks. It wasn't me. It wasn't Eric Talley because I was very selective who played for me, who played directly for me. But one of my coaches, the coach did not know the kid's name when we was with the Sharks. And that parent was really upset. And she's
Hey,
like, that coach don't even know my kid's name. I knew the kid because I knew the parent. So it was
listen,
unfair to me. I cheated. But
Snapple fun fact on the day. My
Snapple, fun
my,
fact. That's the things on the bottom of the cap. So
my senior year in college. Okay, I was a tri-sport collegiate athlete at an HBCU in South Carolina, and
right. Played two sports.
I ran cross country, played basketball, ran track. One led the other, led the other.
Right.
In
Right.
cross country, I made all region, and our coach rewarded us at our banquet with Lettermans, and he put an S on my last name. It's a true story, folks.
Mhm.
Love Coach Holland, Frank Holland, great, one of the greatest dudes I've ever met in my life. But he put an S on my jacket, and so I take it to him, and I'm like, "Hey, Coach, uh, can they fix this? There's no S on my last name." He laughed, and he was on the verge now. Mike, just take the jacket, And I was like, "Coach, that's not my name." And I left the jacket in his office. And I told him, I said, if you don't fix this, I will not be running in the spring. And he thought I was playing. And so And so December goes by, January goes by, February goes by. Well, I carried our team to the national tournament that year in basketball, MVP of our conference, NAIA All-American. Here comes track season. First 2 weeks of track season go by. I haven't showed up to a single practice. Coach comes on my dorm room door. Mike, what's up? Okay, I know you took your rest after the run, but when you come into the field, I said, have you fixed my jacket? And he was like, you were serious? I said, did it sound like I was playing? I said, did I not leave the jacket in your office? He did not fix my jacket. And you know what I did not do my senior year in college?
Didn't play.
I did not run track.
Didn't play.
Party my ass off, but I did not run track that year. I lived between Columbia and Orangeburg and Charlotte. I was never at school. Them last 2 months. But I did not run my senior year. I was serious.
There you
So
go.
I get it. I get it. Somebody's name, is important.
It is. No, all jokes aside, I'm the kid who, well, not kid. I'm the guy. Once you go in the army, remember, you lose your first name. Your first name becomes your rank,
Yeah.
and so that's how you're identified by your last name. So you're talking to someone who was Tallywhacker, who was Tally lose the E. No, I'm just again, it doesn't bother me now. Just like ET doesn't bother me. It used to bother me when I was growing up. So I understand your pain. So I definitely understand. Hey, standing. Hey, I don't want to play. So I got you. I got you. You know, I just had for me. I just again, I was Rudolph, man.
Hey,
I was Rudolph, dog. Nose so bright.
I'm happy with our list from this current week, because again, I want to give this disclaimer, folks. We move week to week. Okay.
It's
So
fluid. It's
we
fluid.
base everything off the prior week, folks.
It's
You know,
fluid.
whatever you do in this upcoming week is going to determine where you at next week. It's just where we move, where we operate.
It's
Uh
fluid.
we're not Max Preps, we're Super Sports Media, and we're the talking heads. And we're not computer generated. We're people generated with no bias. So with that being said, we're looking forward to a great week of hoops. And yeah, looking forward to a great week of hoops. And a happy new year.
Hey, let's leave with final thoughts then. You go.
Final thoughts. If you are a parent of a student athlete that is aspiring to play higher level and they do nothing extra outside of their mandatory school practice, let it go. Because you're not going to be able to just turn that light switch on in a few months and all of a sudden become a person that goes and does workouts on your own. If you have a 2026 and they're doing nothing extra outside of practice, just let it go now. Because no club coach, no high school coach is going to lie to a college coach about a student athlete's work ethic. That's not there. Because we're not going to ruin it for the 27s, the 28s, the 29s, the 30s, and 31s. We're not. That's what I got.
Okay. Well, mine's very simple, very easy, right? Very easy. Just talking to the student athletes right now, student athletes only. So again, please share with your kids, what old Italy talking about right now, no story time, but just think about this, right? By this time of the year, right now, regardless if you're in a district play or not, you're halfway through your basketball season. I'll say it again. By this time of your basketball career, of your high school, you're at the halfway point right now. Know what your summer or your spring is starting to look like. Start to know what you want it to look like. That's your off season. That's your get better time. Yes, you're gonna have a lot of club basketball teams wanting you. You're right. You really should. But remember, that's your time to get better. That's your time of improvement. That's your time of knowing what you want to do. If you are if you are 11th grade or 12th grade, know what schools are in your wheelhouse. Know what schools that you want to go to. That's the hardest thing that I wish I did better at is helping my kids when I coach identify the schools that they want to go to, that they want to that fits their mode. I can't tell them. You can't tell them, parents. Well, you can because you're the parents, but I'm just saying, players start identifying those things, especially if you're in your 2027. Start looking at the schools that pique your interest, where coaches that you wouldn't mind playing for or getting to know, and then because at the end of the day, it's just as much as it's your high school, your club, or your parents' responsibility that you think to get you into college is that much more yours. So just start to think that. Start, make sure me and Coach Pittman Kennedy talk about this. Start setting those goals to look ahead. That's all. That's all. That's the easiest thing. I wish my guys would just look and took school or identifying schools a little bit more serious. That's all I have. What you got, Mike? Got your hand up.
My 26s that haven't signed yet and have offers, you might want to take advantage of that before the new portal opens and before they stop looking at high school 26s and start looking at 27s for the next year. I had a hell of a conversation with two different coaches today on my way home, and the way NCAA is geared, JUCOs, NAIAs, D3s, D2s, they're recruiting the grown men that redshirted a year, played a year, wasn't happy with time, and now they're coming down to get a year of growth and then go back up. High school recruitment is becoming foreign minimum. So you guys have opportunities. I know you aspire and want something higher. You might want to look at what's on the table and take advantage of it, folks. And if y'all need me to screenshot a conversation I had with a coach directly from the horse's mouth, I will. But I say this because I don't want to see kids at my open run next fall. I want you kids in school. So if you got opportunities, take advantage, kids, or it's too late. Now I'm done.
Appreciate that. Well, I just want to make sure people know that we care and we want to see our guys again having the great success we've had. Like for me to be part of the 24s, watching those guys get opportunities. Excuse me. The 25s getting opportunities, seeing kids, reach out to me after when they playing well, they reach out, hey coach, look at me, check me out, whatever. And then knowing what the future holds, we got a lot of good basketball players.
Yeah, yeah. But it's
Like
not
we got like
the same as it was 12 years ago, though, man.
this upcoming class. Well, no, I'm just saying this upcoming class. I think we might have more kids with more opportunity than we've ever had. I believe. I could be wrong.
But what I'll say, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
But there are more 22-year-old freshmen. There are more 21, 22-year-old kids in JUCO than there's ever been.
But see, that's where I challenge everybody, right? I hear that a lot, and I hear people try to use that as their narrative of why they put themselves on certain
Levels,
no,
realm.
not levels, but they try to give themselves reasons of why. Like, well, I know I'm not going to try D1 because of all that what you told me. Okay, I'm that person to where as though, like I've always been that person to where as though I can set my goals to obtain reasonable goals, but at the same time, there's nothing wrong with reaching for the like Richard always says. There's nothing wrong with shooting for the moon, and if I miss, I'm amongst the stars. So all I'm saying is, if you have a goal set your goal, but there's nothing wrong with trying to go higher. There's nothing wrong with saying, hey man, I want to try to be a D2 basketball player. But again, you got make sure you understand what a D2 basketball player looks like. You know what I mean? Understand, and that's the only thing that I want to. You about to get me on the soapbox, but I get upset because when I do go to the college games here within our city, I don't see anybody there. Like St. Mary,
Last weekend, the damn D2 combine pretty much that they had last weekend, the damn gym was empty.
San Antonio San Antonio has two good games at two local colleges, not local, because Kingsville's not local, but still two colleges that really recruit here. Not heavy, but they do it. You know, Coach Bubba does grad kids from here, and Coach Omar does the same. Didn't have a lot of kids in the gym, man. But everybody say, oh, I'm a D2, I'm a D. But hey, man, here's your opportunity to go. And guess what? If you go with your local guys, coaches, i.e., your local club team, or even your high school coach. Coach Omar has a relationship with a lot of those guys. Coach Bubba has a lot of relationships here in the city. I'm just not understanding those opportunities to those towns because you know what's the weirdest thing of all that? These coaches want you to come just as much as you want that coach to jock you. That coach wants you to jock him too. That coach wants you to come watch him coach to show, hey man, my system might be for you. Come check me out. That coach has an ego just as much as you have ego playing, and that's what chaps my butt a little bit every now and then because we got to show all the attention to one side, but we forget that the guy on the other side needs just a little bit of attention too. I'm talking about the coach. To the coach because he knows, like, hey man, I know what it's supposed to look like. I know what it's supposed to look like. So show me some interest too. If you really want to come to my school, come to my combines, come to my camps, come watch me coach. I come to your city. I think he comes here twice a year. Might be 3. That's all I'm saying. I'm sorry, man. I get chapped because we got what 2 D1s here, right? We have 1 D2, 2 NAIAs, right? And then we got some junior colleges, they're community colleges, they're junior community colleges, but hey, I know, and we got strength and motion. Now, strength and motion, they always have the dang on tournament around this time. So for kids to be delusional and think that, well, I'm this player. Hey man, come check these games out. Come check them out.
Hey, I'm gonna leave us with 2 questions. Question number 1: how do you confuse an Aggie?
I don't know how.
Put him in a round room, tell him pee in a corner. How do you confuse an aspiring high school student that wants to play college basketball?
How?
Ask him what the day in the life of a D1 college athlete looks like. I
And
can't answer.
on that note, we out. Oh no, like, share, subscribe, hit that bell. Go ahead, do your part, Mike. Do your part. Do your be kind, rewind.
Happy New Year coming, folks. We'll see y'all in 2026.
Peace out.